Jesus walking on the water? Peter walking on the water? That's humanly impossible. It's against all logic. It's against the laws of physics and the laws of nature. And yet Jesus comes to us this morning, just as he did the apostles, and he tells us to do the impossible. He tells us to follow it. He tells us to do what is beyond what we would consider logical and natural in today's society. What do I mean by that? How many times have you set aside your own concerns, giving of your time, your hospitality, even your resources to help someone else, pretty much against the normal tendency of survival of the fittest, taking care of ourselves or selfishness? Sharing just does not seem very natural. When you do that, doesn't it defy what appears to be so natural? Is that what we call a miracle? Or in our relationships, the attitudes, the perceptions that we have of others, those who are somewhat different than we are, or different than we term natural and normal, somehow overcoming that fear, that bias, that prejudice. It interrupts what seems the way life should be. Impossible? Or when our relationships threaten to break apart for any number of reasons, the normal, the natural response today is to fight back, is to sue, is to get even. Sometimes even it turns to violence. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth seems so natural. The choice of mutual healing, genuine love, forgiveness, that demands a tremendous leap of faith. A leap out of the boat of our security and our normal way of thinking. To accept what Jesus wants in our true humanity. And I still go back to St. Ignatius of Antioch that said, the glory of God is the human person fully alive. When we recognize that we're loved by God and everyone's loved by God, we can't even begin to imagine that. It defies all that is natural. It's against all logic. Is that a miracle? Living out our Christian life this week, even when we seem to be in over our heads, when we have that sinking feeling that sometimes comes over us about everything that surrounds us, and the turbulence of our fears, the insecurity of our economy, the insecurity of our relationships, the storms that surround us and threaten us and toss us around day in, day out. And we're told we need to trust the power of Christ. Impossible? God becoming one of us in the person of Jesus. That was unbelievable. God the Son giving his life on a cross out of love? Unreal. Jesus' resurrection? Unreasonable. Jesus reaching out to you and you and you. Amazing.